Hey everyone, my name is Casey Winters. I'm the Chief Product Officer here at Eventbrite. And what that basically means is it's my responsibility to figure out what we need to build to make you more successful over time, which to us is a great overall self-service experience that helps you achieve your goals as an event creator. We're going to keep things simple today. We're going to talk about Eventbrite product team objectives and show you some of the recently launched and upcoming features that showcase how we're trying to help you be successful as an event creator. As someone who thinks about product day in and day out, I like to think about not just the whiz-bang moments that really showcase what technology can do, but also the smaller, more thoughtful moments that make products both delightful and helpful. To give an example, I actually want to talk about a non-Eventbrite product to start. And so I'm sure many of you remember the first time you used Shazam. For those of you who haven't, you could hold your phone up to listen to any music being played. It would tell you the song and the artist. Magical. A very impressive use of technology. But what was arguably more impressive to me as a product leader is a feature they added much later. I was using the product one day, and it captured the song just like it's supposed to, but then it asked me if I wanted to save that song to Spotify to listen to it later. And at that moment, I felt the product really understood the job I was trying to do, and it made itself more useful to me. And this is the type of experience we're trying to create with Eventbrite, and what I think my job really is. Not just amazing technology, but also these smaller useful improvements that add up over time. So I'm now going to describe the objectives we're focused on to make sure that we build that type of product for you and give you some examples of how we bring these objectives to life. So that first objective is about putting you at the center. What we're really trying to do is build a platform around you, the event creator, instead of a platform around a single event. The hallmark of success in live events is whether you can do it again and do it better the next time. Most of you aren't just creating a one-off event. You're creating an event program. You might be building an events business. You're going to hopefully create lots of events. And we want to make sure you're successful at accomplishing what you want to accomplish as a whole rather than just at the individual event. And because you're going to do these things lots of times, hopefully, saving you time is very important. We're interested in anything we can do to help you become more efficient and grow faster so you can spend more time on what you care about, which is creating great events, and less time managing tools, managing, the administrative side of the business. And when we can't automate things for you or make them take less time, we want to make the things that you do have to do, you have complete control over those outcomes. You should never need to talk to someone to be able to accomplish something for your business or talk to us to figure out how to use our product to make you successful. You should have all the control you need inside of our products to do what you need to do. And so let's talk about what we're doing to put you at the center. Moving on. Next slide. Okay. Yeah. Next slide. There we go. One thing we recently released is a calendar view of your events. As we talk to many of you, the more you put on events, the more you need a better way to organize them. And the calendar approach kept coming up as a workflow. So now you can view all of your events on a calendar. You can actually create new events from the calendar as well. And we've really been blown away by how quickly many of you have adopted this and how it's changed how you use our product. So we're going to keep improving it. We really want Eventbrite's product to match the workflows you have in your daily life so that they're just more intuitive on how to use. And this is just one example of that. And so one of the things we're working on for release later this year is something we tentatively call creator collections. Many of your events relate to each other. They revolve around a similar theme. They might be a broad program or series. And creator collections empowers you to group multiple events on a single page to showcase that entire event program for marketing purposes. So with collections, You can send people to a page with any combination of events you like, whether it's from an email you're sending to your subscribers, whether it's advertising you're doing. You can bundle and market your events the way you want to. So you can see from this example, from our manage page, you can basically click on any combo of events, create a new collection page for them, design it to your liking, and we think it will really help you represent your events the way you want to represent them. Okay, next slide. Let's talk about saving time. We think due to our scale of how many events we support and understanding of your business, there are so many things we can do to automate for you so that they take less time or make things you have to do happen quicker. Because let's face it, you always have dozens of other things that need to get done. So if we go to the next slide. With Eventbrite Boost, we bundled a number of different components together that help you sell more tickets with just less setup and management. You can add events to Facebook easily, and then your customers can buy those tickets directly from Facebook without having to go to Eventbrite. You can set up email campaigns to send to your subscribers. You can set up Facebook and Instagram ads to either build awareness, grow your followers, or directly drive ticket sales. And sure, you could do these things on your own before, but Eventbrite's making them easier, faster, and tied directly to the outcomes that you care about, like ticket sales. And one of the most exciting things about it is how we can leverage the intelligence of our platform for smarter marketing decisions. Take this example, which we call the sales curve. What we're doing here is we're analyzing when tickets for all of your previous events, when ticket sales for all of your previous events have occurred, and then recommending the right marketing activity depending on where you are in the event marketing lifecycle. And then we can measure if that actually drove those sales. So no more guesswork as to which of your marketing efforts are working or not. In this example, we're getting close to the end of your event marketing lifecycle, so we're recommending a campaign that will help you drive those last-minute ticket sales. Next slide. Launching this very soon is a new feature we're excited about where you can easily copy tickets from any past event to a new event. What we've heard from you is setting up a complex event takes a lot of time. And while we've built things in the past like copy event or repeating events to help with this, the review process is still pretty onerous to make sure you got everything aligned with, make sure you got everything correct. So now you can be confident if your ticket setup is the same as any previous event. You can just click on that setup, it auto-populates for your new event, and you're on your way. You don't have to worry if you did it right. And this functionality of copying elements of past events is something we're going to bring to other parts of the product as well, like your custom checkout questions, previous email campaigns you've sent out, and more. So we're really excited about this as a general framework to make things easier for you. Last but not least, we want you to really have control over all aspects of your events business through Eventbrite. You shouldn't need to talk to us to achieve what you need to achieve, or talk to us to figure out how to use any of our products. They should be immediately understandable. So with team management, this is one of those features that gives you that control. You get to decide who gets access to which elements of the Eventbrite product and change it whenever you want. So in this example, someone might be helping you with marketing, and they can just receive access to the marketing features of our product and not receive access to, say, payouts or reporting. This is completely in your control now. The Eventbrite product has a lot of power, but not everyone on your team needs or should have access to all of it. And if you go to the next slide, something we're rolling out right now is something we call scheduled payouts. And with scheduled payouts, you have complete control over the funds from your events. With scheduled payouts, you have the flexibility to receive money from ticket sales when you need it. So that could be just every week, that could be twice a month, or it could be more traditionally after the event. Go to the next slide. So, as a reminder, we're really focused on 3 key objectives that we think will help you be most successful as an event creator. That's putting you, not the event, at the center of every feature we build, focusing on saving you time, no matter what the process is, and giving you complete control over how to make your business successful. And we think if we do these things well, we'll provide both that promise of amazing technology, as well as the smaller helpful moments that make for a great overall product experience. So if you go to the next slide. I hope this gives you a sense of how we think about building products for you and some of what we have coming in the future that we think will help you be more successful. Before I pass it over to Viv for closing thoughts, I just want to thank you all so much for your presence over the last couple of days. We've learned so much from the folks who have presented, from those we've been able to chat with. Viv is going to highlight some of her key insights from the last couple of days, but if you want to stay up to date with the product changes we're making, like some of the ones I showcased today, the Eventbrite blog is really the right place to do that. I think we can drop a link in the chat, but you can follow us there to learn about these new features and when they roll out. You can also sign up to get notified of updates. So with that, I will pass it to Viv to close us out. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Casey. It's such an exciting moment for me to get to see all of the product team's hard work come to life and get to show all of our amazing creator community tuned in today a sneak peek into some of the work that we've been doing and some that's coming quickly down the pipeline. This has been truly an extraordinary 2 days for so many reasons. The first being that it's been inspiring and energizing, and I think really grounding for a lot of us to get to share stories. I myself am an event creator, and so seeing what other people went through and seeing the reactions in chat when they got to get insights into how people got through last year and now how we're trying to navigate reopening together has been, for me, exactly what I needed in the moment. And I hope that you are walking away with information, insight, and just a little bit of energy as we navigate this new, exciting, but pretty uncertain time. I wanted to say thank you so much to all of our speakers. There was so much that it's hard for me to even pick which ones to mention right now. We're going to be sending a great big post-event recap email that will include some tidbits, some links that were mentioned in some of the talks, as well as point you towards on-demand content. If you missed a workshop that you were so excited about, but you simply could not choose between two, if you have time zone differences and you weren't able to make things, or if you missed out on some of the content yesterday, we're going to share access to all of that. So fear not, you're going to get to ingest it at your own pace next week as we get that content out to you. I would love for folks to mention in the chat some of their favorite moments. I just want to see, the chat can sometimes be a little slower for the speakers, but I wanted to see if I can get some up here. And it's also been so amazing to see the international presence. The thing that's going to be happening next, actually, is that we're going to have some geo-specific chats in the networking area. We had so many registrants from so many different countries and cities that we did our best to group things in some of the more represented groups. There's going to be one chat for every state in the United States. There's going to be some chats for some international countries outside of North America that had a lot of RSVPs. And so when you go over to the networking channel, you can search in the search tab to try to find the one that matches to the closest that you are. If you need to take a screen break and duck out of that moment, that's okay. We're actually going to be hosting a Clubhouse after party. For those of you that don't know, Clubhouse is a mobile app. It works mostly on iOS, but there is now an Android beta. And so you can ask anyone in the general chat for an invite. If you don't have it, it is invite only, sort of an exclusive situation, but we want to get you all in there for this after party talk. We'll have some of our speakers today in there having a casual chat, sharing some behind the scenes scoop on what things were like as we put the conference together, and talking about, you know, a little more conversationally how they approach things. And you'll actually be able to raise your hand and get onto the stage to ask our speakers questions live. Oh, I see so many people. Yes, Amy Pender was amazing. Daybreaker Dose was so fun. So much good stuff happening. With that, I want to send you just the biggest heartfelt welcome. Again, I'm Vivian Chavez with the Eventbrite team. You can find me on the chat here and send me a quick note. And please be in touch. We are going to send information on how you can stay connected to this incredible creator community. And with that, let's all hop over to the networking area and hop into the lounges for a nice Geo Connect. Thank you so much.